There she goes. You are watching New York City Ballet star Tiler Peck performing one of the most spectacular and difficult turns in choreography with astonishing speed. Tiler is celebrating her 18th year with the company this season, something that didn't seem possible just a few years ago when a devastating injury nearly ended her career. But she is back, and many say better than ever. Tiler joins us tonight. Thanks for being here.
I'm so happy to be here.
I saw you smiling when you were watching that video. I mean, we're all in awe, but what do you see when you watch something like that?
That was such a fun piece to recreate. It was from the movie Center Stage, and I think I was just reliving it, watching it just then.
Yeah, it's very, very, very cool. And as we said, incredibly difficult for those who are not familiar with some of the choreography. So let's first talk about this season. You are in Sleeping Beauty right now.
Yes.
How good does it feel to be back on stage?
Sleeping Beauty is, I think, the hardest ballet for a ballerina, so it really feels like a triumph to get to be playing Aurora. And yeah, I will have 3 performances, and I'm just so looking forward to getting to tell the story.
Why is it so tough? What is it about it that's so challenging?
It has the most technically demanding steps of any ballet. You come out and you do a Rose Adagio, which is a big, long kind of pas de deux, but with 4 gentlemen, and you have these famous balances you have to hit. There's really hard endings of your variations. So technically, it's just there's nothing harder, so it's a little stressful.
Not something you try at home.
No,
for sure, for sure. We mentioned that we know that ballet has been back for at least a few seasons now, post-pandemic. But during the pandemic, you really recreated, I think, yourself, and perhaps tried to reach a whole new subset of viewers and fans through Instagram. Tell us a little bit about that. Reaching out to people, hosting ballet classes in your living room or in your parents' living room.
Yeah, well, I had just come back from that injury that you spoke about, and I felt like the world was stopped again, and I couldn't take another year off dancing at this point in my career, so I had to keep myself going. And one of the things we do as ballerinas is we take class every single day, so I had to do that myself. And I thought, if I'm going to be taking class at my mom's kitchen, my parents' kitchen, you know, might as well let others do it with me, you know, because I was just in the exact same position as everybody else, like not being able to go to their dance studio. And so that's it. It happened so organically, and then there became this Turn It Out with Tiler class that everybody kind of tuned into every single day.
I heard that at some point there were like 2,000, 3,000, I mean thousands of people joining you for ballet.
At one point, at the highest, it was like 15,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had never done an Instagram Live before, so I didn't even know what the numbers meant. But when somebody finally told me, I was like, wow, a lot of people seem to like it. I thought maybe like 25 people would be
like your friends and family would be joining you. And meantime, you have reached people all over the world. I mean, I am not a ballerina, and I did not grow up as a ballerina, but I hear from people whose daughters, I was sharing with you a friend of mine whose daughter is 7, 8 years old. To her, you are a superstar. And I feel like a lot of that came during the pandemic and watching people and being able to learn directly from you.
I think also because they were able to get to know me as a person. I think sometimes as a ballerina they feel like you're kind of like untouchable, and I think through my classes people were able to kind of see my personality, and so I feel like they feel more connected to me now because of those classes. Maybe.
I heard you eat carbs.
I
heard
do.
You eat pizza.
Pasta is my favorite. I love pizza too.
But that, I think, is one of those things that also makes you it's normal to a lot of people who don't necessarily know the world of ballet.
Exactly. I think that there's a lot of stereotypes, and I feel like as a ballerina I think I kind of don't fit any of them, so it was nice to get to be myself and to let people see that. And
you grew up in ballet. Your mom owns a dance studio. So to now essentially be the face of New York City Ballet, what's that? What does that mean?
My mom is actually flying in to see my first show on Thursday of Sleeping Beauty. So I think for me, it's just, dance has been my life since the beginning. I grew up in her dance studio. I used to dance even when I was at home in her kitchen, like classes.
Come full circle, yeah.
But to me, I still just kind of pinch myself. I can't believe I'm a principal dancer at the New York City Ballet, and I get to now be somebody that young ballerinas look up to, like I once was when I was in the audience watching like the Nutcracker or Sleeping Beauty.
Tiler Peck, we look forward to seeing you on Thursday in Sleeping Beauty, and for all of the things that will come. We'll also be taking your dance class on Instagram. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate it.